everybody, welcome back to Monday with Molly. I'm Andrew Kosselman here with Molly Dean on the Molly Dean team. How's it going, Molly?
Good.
I had an interesting question this week and I wanted to pose it to you so we can maybe provide some clarity about something that I think we take for granted, but isn't just straightforward to everybody who's buying a house.
Okay.
So you have an office in Missouri.
I do.
Okay, so we had a client who is buying a house in Kansas.
Okay.
Obviously, Kansas City, we're right on the state line there.
We are,
So you could, in some parts of the city, you could throw a baseball across the street from one state and throw it into the other one,
You
right?
could, yeah.
So her question was, is it okay for me to come meet with you guys in Missouri if I'm buying a house in Kansas?
Yes, absolutely it is.
Okay, why?
Because I'm licensed in both Kansas and Missouri.
As well as several others we won't get into.
Right.
That's well documented all over the place there. So her concern was because, the way obviously Kansas does their taxes a little bit differently than Missouri, and there's some titling rules which we talked about title a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Those are a little different in Kansas and Missouri. She just wanted to be sure that it was okay to work with a Missouri lender.
Yeah. It's based on where you're licensed.
Right.
Even though our brick and mortar, mine, is in Missouri, we're licensed in Kansas. Our corporate office is in Kansas, so we're totally fine.
Right. And I like to tell people that as well. Our corporate office is right here in Kansas City on the Kansas side.
Yep.
But beyond that, it's funny for us. We're in such a unique situation being in a city that is so close.
Yes.
But for other states that we're licensed in, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, it's listed where all we're licensed in, but yeah, we can do both. And it's the same for real estate agents. Most often they're licensed on both sides. Every so often that's not the case, but yes, we can absolutely cross into Kansas.
Right. Now, what if the client gets approved with us, but then they decide to go buy in another state that we're not licensed in? Can they use our pre-approval to shop, or is it state specific?
It's state specific. I can only work in the states I'm licensed.
Right, and we'll get that sometimes too, where a client will be moving to sometimes another country, which we definitely can't do that.
No.
And we'll have to say, well, we can pre-approve you for where we're licensed, but you have to be pre-approved. And vice versa, people moving from other states.
That's correct.
Maybe they got pre-approved with somebody, or maybe you're getting pre-approved with somebody and you're relocating state lines. We've had a lot of people come over from California.
Yeah.
We have to have that conversation. You need a Missouri or a Kansas pre-approval.
That's correct.
Pretty straightforward for us, but sometimes it's nice to remind folks because it's those little questions we forget people have sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all I had for you today, Molly.
Happy Monday.
Have a great week.